And we begin at 6 with new details on the convicted felon who gunned down a Riverside County Sheriff's deputy during a traffic stop. We now know the gunman, 44-year-old William Shea McKay, was a three-strike felon. Tonight, the sheriff of Riverside County speaking out in no uncertain terms, saying McKay should never have been out on the streets. And we have team coverage tonight on the loss and grief in the community and the investigation into the events that led up to this deadly encounter.
This was preventable. This video is brought to you by the Officer Tatum Store. Get the merch link in the description section. You get all the items on the carousel. Remember, 30% off the entire store. Goodbye 2022. You'll get 30% off and then 40% off on all of our Christmas items. Like and subscribe to the channel. Hit the bell so you get notification anytime I go live, make a video. Make sure you still subscribe to this channel. Like this video, comment on this video, share this video. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very upset, perplexed at this situation involving Officer Isaiah Cordero. I'm upset because this is preventable. And I try not to do stories like this because I don't like getting emotional. Because when I see a brother in uniform, a man that went out just like me to put your life on the line because you want to help the community, you want to change things, you want to make things better, you want to put yourself in a position where you can save lives, and you go out on a job, and because DAs are woke and these judges are woke, you know, people are not prosecuted. And then they put your life in danger. Let me play this clip because I want to give tribute to Officer Cordero. And if there's anything, anybody know this officer, anybody know the family of this officer, let me know. I want to support them. I want to help them in any way we can. But I want to play this in tribute to him. We're going to talk about the suspect and his lengthy convictions, three-strike guy that should have been in prison. And then we're going to talk about the judge that is ultimately, in my opinion, vicariously responsible for this road clip.
Deputy Isaiah Cordero was shot and killed yesterday while conducting a traffic stop in Yurupa Valley. The suspect, William McKay, led authorities on a chase over several freeways. Authorities say that he was eventually killed in a shootout with deputies near Norco. Records show McKay had a long criminal history, including kidnapping, robbery, and multiple arrests for a...
Now, let's go look at his criminal record because this video here has a little bit more details on his criminal record. Roll the clip.
Court documents show that in 1999, he received his first strike offense for assault with a firearm, serving 3-year sentence. In 2006, he was convicted for a first-degree robbery and sentenced to 13 years and given a second strike. Then in November of 2021, he was convicted of his third strike in a case that involved holding a woman against her will, assault, and evading police during a pursuit.
Now, how in the world, and I'll play this clip so you can see the judge's name.
According to court documents, the judge, Kara Hudson, delayed his sentence twice and lowered his bail, despite the San Bernardino County DA's office opposing his release.
Think about this for a minute. And I'm going to show you a picture of that woman. It bothers me to even think she needs to be fired. She needs to lose her job. She shouldn't have a career at this point. It's over for you. It's over. It should be over. You are responsible for the death of this young man vicariously. You are a co-conspirator into what happened to Officer Cordero. You are a co-conspirator. Let's explain this real quick. How is it that a person has 3 strikes, not 3 strikes for using, selling marijuana, not three strikes for being in possession of drugs, 3 strikes for becoming violent with weapons, not only violent with weapons, but violent with weapons and attacking law enforcement officers. Officer Cordero, all he wanted to do was be a motor officer, serve and protect his community. They let this nut out. He stopped the guy, gets killed, and now the guy fleeing the police and they have to do all this other stuff. Lives are lost because of incompetence. These DAs and these people want to be so woke, and they want to give criminals 1,000 chances. Listen, sometimes going to prison is your second chance. Sometimes going to prison can make you a better person, but you got to go to jail. She let him out on bond after kidnapping somebody on his 3rd strike and evading police on his 3rd strike. And After his third strike, she bond him out. He don't show up like he's supposed to. Are you surprised? Is anybody surprised? And now he got a warrant out for his arrest. Third strike. Three strikes is not you getting arrested 3 times. 3 felony charges of violence with a weapon and against police. Not only is he a detriment to society, he don't have any problem killing and bludgeoning law enforcement. And this young soul has lost because of incompetence. That's the only thing that I can think of in this situation, is that you had a chance to put the man in prison where he belonged. He don't want to do better. He don't want to be rehabilitated. He don't want to be free. He don't want to abide by the laws. He want to steal, kill, and destroy. And now you got an officer's life is gone. When is enough, man? I do not understand. This person should never go to work ever again. I don't know if you impeach them. I don't know how you do it. But whatever you got to do, that person should be gone for good. You cannot objectively rule as a judge. You have biases that somehow make you think that a criminal, you want to play Captain Saver, that this criminal going to sometime change his ways. It's sickening to me, man. And I pray for the family of this officer, Isaiah, because I remember being a new officer. I remember being an aspiring officer. I remember when I had 5 years on, 6 years on. I remember wanting to be a K-9 operator, SWAT. I was on SWAT. I remember the achievements and the fears, and I remember it all. And life was just lost for no reason. That guy was a piece of crap that should have been in prison. He wasn't going to do anything with his life. And this officer has lost his life at the hands of that idiot that ultimately ended up losing his life because he wanted to get in the shootout with police. He had nothing to lose. God, I want this to change. I really want this stuff to change. I don't even know how to fix it other than prayer and just praying that the world changes, man, bringing attention to it. I guess that's the only thing I can do. You know, I wish that I could be out there and protect all these officers and people get brought to justice. But look, you want to commit crimes, you got to do the time. This ain't no place to be rehabilitating you. These people are unfixable unless they find God. Praying for his family, man. Y'all know Officer Cordero's family. Let me know. I want to get in touch with them. Whatever way we can do to bless them, I want to be a part of that. So I love you guys. See you on the next one. I'm out.